So I've decided to jump right back into it and take another testimony off of my list and talk about it. Like I had said before, I have 15 testimonies that are important to me, and I wanted to document them. And my third testimony is my guardian angel testimony. Part 1, the street. Part 2, the house. So when I was about, I would say 3 or 4 years old, I was out wandering around outside of my yard, which I shouldn't have been doing, and we lived in a little blue house at that time, and it was not a very good environment, to say the least. And there's a lot of bad memories that are connected to that house. But while I was living there, and like I said, I think I was about 2 or 3 years old, I was outside, and I had decided to walk down the street, cross the street, because I wanted to get to a 7-Eleven because I wanted to get myself a Slurpee. And I didn't realize at the time that you can't just go into a store and just pick something up. I was really too young to understand the concept of money or anything like that, so who knows what I was thinking, but I wanted to cross the street and go get this Slurpee, right? So in front of that house, it was like a residential street that wasn't that busy. But running the other way, parallel or perpendicular, whichever way, it was a very busy street. So what I had done was I had walked out of my house, walked down the street that was not so busy, and I had started walking up the street that was very busy, and I was just about to cross the street to get to this 7-Eleven to get that Slurpee, and an angel pulled me back. And this is something that happened, and I remember it, and that angel saved my life, because there's no way I would have been able to make it across the other side of that street successfully. I was about to take a step off the curb, and I felt a pressure on my shoulder, and I thought it was a person or something. Obviously, I turned like this, and it was an angel. And the reason that I know it was an angel is because his body was solid, but I could still slightly see through his body, if that makes any sense. And he didn't have wings or a halo or anything like that, but he did have like a flowy robe on, and he looked kind of just kind of glistening, like the glory of God was just all around him. This beautiful, radiant, beautiful, beautiful angel. And that happened to me, and I've told a few people that, and of course not everyone's going to believe me, but that's okay. And then my second guardian angel, part B, is when I was living in that house, I had other visions of a female angel who was hiding me during certain times that it was necessary to get out of sight. There were some things that happened in that house that were pretty violent, and definitely made a lasting impression on my memory. I'm not really talking about that in this video, just because that's not what this testimony is about, to talk about all of those dark things. I just wanted to highlight the angel aspect of this story. So when I was living in that house and some of these violent things were happening, this female angel would hide me to avoid the situations. And she would hide me under the bed, she would take me and put me in the closet, she would hide me under the sink in the bathroom downstairs. She would hide me behind the couch. She would always find different hiding places for me to protect me. She was protecting me. And I had had brought this story up to my older sisters, my big sister Mickey and my other older sister Shannon, and they both had a recollection of some of the memories that happened there, but it was pretty interesting and peculiar because my sister Shannon told me that she had actually hid me. So in that particular circumstance, it was God working through my sister, and it may have been an angel, it may have been my sister, but in either case, it was God working through my sister and speaking to her and showing her what was the best thing to do under the circumstances. So I look back at that and I'm very grateful to God and my sister. And that's a wrap.